All right, so today I'm really happy to bring to you something that I've gotten a lot of requests for in emails, a couple of comments online, and some friends sort of reaching out to me. And that is, I finally created a one-on-one coaching option for you. I think there's more and more people watching this channel, sort of getting into it, which is awesome. I'm going to keep doing it, a couple of videos a week because that's what I like doing. But as I do that, more and more people are going, can you help me one-on-one in my market, right? I'm in Boston, I'm in Florida. I'm in Cleveland, right? Help me with my market. Yeah, you talk about Fresno, you talk about California, but help me in my area. So, I'm here to help, right? If that's an option you want to do, we'll sort of go through it, what it is, what it does. Know a couple of things. That's never going to be my primary focus. It's not going to stop me from doing all these free videos. But hopefully it's clear by now. I enjoy helping people, and if you want to do something one-on-one, we'll sort of go through what it is, and maybe how best to use it. So let's get started. So first we'll talk about why I created it, just real quick. Um, I think there's a couple of reasons, and I believe in being upfront, so we'll just put them down on paper and sort of talk about it. We'll talk about what it is and how much. Again, it's not some, it's, I'm not going to become some guru or some coach or some nonsense like that. But if you want to have some help, I'll sort of outline the sort of box I put this in because again, my time for finding deals and whatnot is critical. So I try to create a bundle that forces action and from both of us. So I think that's interesting. Talk about how I would use it, right? If I was following a guy when I started, how I would sort of make sure I got the most bang for my buck, because it certainly could help accelerate things in a new market and just getting started. And then just sort of close with what's going on. I do lots of things, and there are people helping me, whether they're investment partners or people buying my stuff. And just in case you happen to be one of those folks, right up front, this doesn't apply to you, right? You're a part of the bigger business that I'm a part of, and all our phone conversations and talks and travels. It's you don't have to worry about that. But we'll get to that at the end. So again, why did I create it? Um, you know, the more I help the masses, the more I sort of put myself out there, sort of voice my opinions. Frankly, the more requests for my time I'm getting, which was interesting when it was, one or two or three a week, and now, it can be three, four, 5 times a day sometimes. So it's getting harder and harder to sort of schedule, juggle, and do all the other things that I need to be doing. Um, Lots of the people I talk with sort of want that one-on-one coaching, right? It's great to talk theory, it's great to talk sort of at the high level, but what about me? What about my market? What about my deal? Um, and that frankly takes more time to look at because I want to do the right thing. I want to understand what's going on, and um, you know, so I think there's certainly value in that. So I had to put something together. Um, I want to help everyone. You know, but at some point it gets in front of my bigger business, right? It's one thing to create, videos and content and all of that, several hours a day, whatever it takes. But when you start adding on top of that other things going on, and I still have a life to live, it can cut into my deal making time. So I gotta figure out a way to make it a fair exchange. I think it would be kind of cool, right? If you could help 100 people start, take a great first step, and get on the path to either buying the four, which is really the goal I think most of us I have. And if you have a chance to go bigger, I think it'd be kind of a rush to help someone get started and be just a little bit part of that. And then, I said this a little bit earlier, but at some point I need to create a fair exchange, right? My time is worth something. I also think having a small barrier to entry is interesting because, frankly, the worst thing for me to do is to take out an hour of my day with someone who's going to ask me probably some decent questions and then do nothing, right? That's wasteful on my part, and I could do something much more valuable than waste an hour with someone who's not going to do anything. So I got to put a dollar amount on this so that I can weed out the folks that aren't going to do anything. And frankly, if you can't afford this small charge, your job is to keep stacking paper and keep saving, and keep watching the free videos. That's why I put them out there, right? They're free. They don't ask for anything. Just keep watching. So this is what I think I'm going to do. And again, I'll talk to everyone who wants to be a part of this, and we'll make sure it works for you. But I'm thinking about selling blocks of 4 hours. Um, I don't think it should take more than that. And if you want to do it twice, so be it. But hopefully, what we do is we figure out where you're at, we figure out where you want to go, and then we get you started, right? We'll give you the sort of, I'll help crawl, walk, run with you. And I don't imagine it should take more than 4 hours, right? I'm not here to sell you 40 hours of this or that. That's not what I'm trying to do here. But I think I can take someone who's interested, who's spent the time watching all these other free videos and goes, okay, well, help me in my area. I think we can do that in 4 hours. And, again, 4 times 250 is a nice round number of $1,000. So I think the bundles are best used when we actually create action plans. So when we get on the first call, I'm going to give you some homework before the second call. And then on the second call, you may give me homework. And then on the third call, we'll get going. So every call, it shouldn't just be a phone conversation. Nice to meet you, blah, blah, blah. We're going to do some real work, right? You're going to give me $1,000, which is the small barrier. And my job is to make sure that you have homework to do so that you're in a better spot at the end of this, right? I got to make sure that anything we do together, it feels like it's, $10,000 in value. That's always how I live my life. So, if somebody's going to give me $1,000, I want to give them $10,000 in value. The other thing I'm going to do is I want to make these 4 hours have to be used inside a 90-day period. I don't want to talk to someone who's going to do 4 hours in a year. Again, I'm doing this because I want to feel good, get the rush of helping people, and I think that's important to put a time block on it. Frankly, I've lived my life in 90-day sales cycles or 90-day quarters. So we're going to do these 4 hours inside a 90-day period, right? It'll be, that's basically 13 weeks or 12 weeks, however you want to look at it. So we're going to do this in a very short time. So we're going to get you going, get that positive energy moving and moving forward. I really do believe in this notion of energy, right? If we're going to force these action, we're going to do these together. And frankly, I hope some of these people that I talk to, we get this done in a month, right? Once a week. We're going to create that energy together, and that energy is going to build on itself, and it's going to move forward. It's going to hopefully give you energy to move on and really take that next step. And these are some of the things we might do together, right? So we're going to get, where are you? We're going to get started, right? Where are you? Where you want to be? What do you have to deploy? We're going to make sure that you build and model a spreadsheet, whether it's taking one I have and really understanding it. We're going to start putting deals in there together and trying to figure out what's a good deal, bad deal, great deal. We can look at your area together, right? Rents and cost to build and all these other factors that should be a part of it. And then lots of you will have questions, whether it's from reading my book or watching these videos. You're going to get the time to ask me anything you want, and you're going to be getting my thoughts and answers directly going forward. So again, the bundle, it's $1,000. My goal to you is to try to produce at least $10,000 in value. We are going to make these be used inside 90 days because I'm a big believer in energy, as I think energy, once moving, continues to move. So we're gonna make sure that we're both working together. In the end, I want to try to help the masses via these free videos you see on YouTube. I do have a Facebook page, Michael Zuber. I put lots of my videos there, but also more importantly, I put articles I find and other posts. Occasionally, I'll put a picture up of Olivia and I doing something, just out there. But I would say 90% of my posts are real estate. So if you want to follow me, go ahead, send me a friend request. And then I do write for LinkedIn. I built up a pretty decent following of professionals on LinkedIn. Again, Michael Zuber, and I do write for them once or twice a week. And I'm going to keep doing that. Again, no reason to do one-on-one coaching. I give all this stuff away for free. The other thing I mentioned earlier in the opening is if you happen to be one of my investment partners, right? You're a part of the 6 and 20 program, or you have been or are looking at being a buyer of one of my turnkey rentals or my pride of ownership turnkey rentals. Don't worry about it. You don't have to sign up for this. We as you've probably seen already, we talk all the time. I write up monthly summaries. I do all these things for you. That's just part of what I give you as being a partner of mine and sort of already into my real business of real estate. So you don't have to do this, but again, if you're on the other side of the country and you want to talk about your DC or Detroit or Austin, Texas, that's really why I built this program, because I get people that ask me for that. And finally, there's a one-on-one coaching option, right? If you're interested, you want to get started, you want to talk to someone who has 15, 16 years experience, you want to talk with someone that started with one rental at a time and grew to something that's financially independent, that's got some value, right? Because I've been through the up cycles, I've been through the down cycles, right? I've been through been through this, and you're just starting. So the ability to have a coach that's been there, done that, should be seen hopefully as very valuable. Again, don't have to do it. I'm not trying to go into the coaching business, but if I can create a little barrier of entry and I can qualify people that really want to get serious about this, that's why I'm doing this program. So if you happen to be one of those people, make sure you reach out to me. There's my email at the bottom, mzuber@onerental@a-time. Just send me a note. Say you saw this video, you might be interested. We can have a quick phone call before any dollars change hands. Because again, I only want to do it if I can create value for you. Um, it's not again something I'm trying to create a big business out of. But again, if you want to get started, there's my email. We are up to 168 subscribers, so we're making some positive progress. Do me a favor, share this with a couple of your friends who are talking about real estate. Maybe they want to get in contact with someone who's been there, done that, and really help make sure they get started on the right steps. So in the end, I just want to make sure that the audience is getting what they want. A lot of you have asked for this, so I just wanted to put it out there and see what happens next. Have a great day.